conspiracies.
Oh, you can play it. Let's go.
The occult. Gather around the lunch table, children. Don't try to get up. He won't let you leave. It's Weird Wednesday with Mr. Streble.
All right, here we go. It's an emergency Weird Wednesday. Look, I got a DM, Max and James, like first thing this morning, with this video of this lady talking about this Miami incident. Okay, so I need to. This is and I tweeted out earlier today. I'll talk about Miami next Wednesday for Weird Wednesday. Then all of a sudden, it started blowing up. Like every other tweet was a story about Miami. There's videos out there now. There are more videos. There are questions. So essentially, let me catch everybody up on what happened. So on New Year's Day, so this was on Monday, okay? There was an incident at it's like the Bayside Miami Mall in Miami, Florida. And there was this massive police presence, like it
all of Miami,
like all of Miami PD was there. If you haven't seen the video, just go into search on Twitter, just put in Miami police presence or Miami Police Mall, whatever kind of, and look at the amount of police vehicles that arrived. It was the entire department, including black helicopters in the sky as well. All right. So when you see something like that, it happened at night. When you see something like that, you think like, bomb threat, terrorist threat, active shooter, something like that. But here's the official story, and this is from clickorlando.com. Okay, so it's from a News Orlando website. It says 4 arrested after lighting fireworks causing panic at Florida shopping center, police say. Okay, so it's the Bayside Marketplace. And I'll just kind of read you the summation of what happened. So a large police presence was spotted at Bayside Marketplace late Monday night, which ultimately led to 4 arrests, WPLG TV reported. According to the suspects' arrest reports, officers were called to the area in reference to a large group of juveniles who were, quote, causing a riot inside the mall. Police said the kids were lighting fireworks and, quote, causing panic. There are also reports out there that the juveniles it says right here, they may have been armed with some kind of sticks. Okay, so they had fireworks and sticks, allegedly. And so there's just one social media video that's out there, okay, that's been posted. And if you look at the social media video, it looks like, some guy getting into a fight with a group of teenagers outside of his car. And it doesn't, there's no police there. You don't see all the police cars and the sirens. You don't hear the helicopters or anything like that. It's a group of teenagers and one guy. This has been the only video that's surfaced on social media of this alleged incident. And before we get into the other explanations of this, Max, do you believe that if there was teenagers in a mall with sticks and fireworks, that they would have called in helicopters and all of Miami's police department? Because it was like 100 police cars. I'm not exaggerating. It was like 100 police cars were out there. Do you think that would elicit that kind of response?
It shouldn't. No.
Okay, it shouldn't. No. I agree with you. Also, teenagers do what? They
stupid stuff.
They do stupid stuff, but they also film and stream everything.
Yes.
They film and stream everything. Everything. If a teenager's doing something, he or she's filming it or streaming it. It's going to be on TikTok. It's going to be on Instagram. It's going to be on some type of social media platform. We see it and happens all the time. I tell my own children, I tell my students, don't film yourself doing number one, don't do stupid stuff. Number 2, don't film yourself doing stupid stuff. You're going to get caught. Eventually, you're going to get caught.
And it will be used against you in a court of law.
Exactly. And for future jobs in the future. It will be out there and you will not be able to be hired. So, don't do stupid stuff. Don't film yourself doing stupid stuff. But yet, that doesn't get through their head. They're teenagers. They're kids. They're still going to do it. They're still going to film. So, there's been no other videos other than this one lone video that I've seen. So you dive deeper into it, okay? They shut down 6 blocks. 6 blocks were shut down, okay? They allegedly arrested 4 teenagers. And, of course, you can't release their names because they're minors. So if you had to shut down 6 blocks in downtown Miami and you only make 4 arrests, of like two 15-year-olds and like a 14-year-old and a 16-year-old. You would think there'd be more arrests if you had to shut down 6 city blocks. Also, air was shut down. The airport, like it was no fly.
Yeah.
Over Miami at the time. They shut down the airport. They shut down the air. They also shut off the power in those 6 blocks.
Mm-hmm.
So you're telling me kids with sticks and fireworks caused them to shut down the airport and you could create a no-fly zone over Miami, shut down the power, over 100 police cars show up, no video except for one, and it doesn't look like utter chaos. Looks like a fight that you see all the time, unfortunately. Does that all jibe with you, Max Godby?
Of course, nothing jives with me.
No, I know nothing. You're like me. Nothing.
With me.
Yeah, nothing jives with me. So more videos come out, and there are sounds of gunshots being fired. So the other stuff that's come out more and more today are videos, of course, and reports, eyewitness accounts of these 8-9 foot tall beings of some sort kind of blinking in and out of existence. There's a video of I've seen the video. I mean, if it's photoshopped or what, you saw the video. It's like walking in between the mall and in between the police cars of this tall kind of pale thing, kind of like going in and out. And they isolated it and they zoomed into it, and whatever it is, it looks strange. I don't know what it is, but it looks really weird. Is it a hologram? Is it a real thing? I don't know, but it's something. And the people are scared. And how come there aren't other people coming out and being like, oh yeah, I was in that fight, I saw. Why is nobody talking about this? Like, why is nobody talking? If it's just a fight, why is it, oh yeah, it's just a fight, it's just a fight, it's just a fight. Why does it continue to grow and the story continues to change? And now you have this incident in Miami where there's allegedly these beings that are being seen. It reminds me of what happened in Las Vegas in that family's backyard where they had the police come out and look at that and they were all freaked out. And it reminds me also of what's happening in Peru right now where these 8-9 foot tall beings are actively attacking this village in Peru. And it's and the official story is they're miners with jetpacks. That's the official story they were being told. They're miners with jetpacks, and that's what these people are saying.
Boba Fett,
like Boba Fett jetpacks. Like, where are these jetpacks? Like these jetpacks
for a miner?
For a miner. Yeah, miners. They're mining for minerals or whatever, and they need jetpacks to mine for minerals. So it's 3 cases here within the last 4 or 5 months where we have this story continuing to come out in more and more places where very similar strange things are happening and really bad explanations are being given as to what's going on. So before I get into kind of what I think about it, Max, what are your thoughts about all this? Because I know you follow this stuff as much as I do.
I think mine's not going to be as sexy as yours. For me, this has Project Blue Beam written all over it.
I can't disagree with you. But if you want to, tell the audience what Project Blue Beam is.
Essentially, I kind of fall in the camp that the whole alien thing is a manufactured concept to eventually cause like a world government, essentially.
Right. The World Economic Forum,
exactly,
or something like that.
Exactly. Yeah. Where you create enough chaos from these interstellar beings. Well, us as a country can't do this on our own, so us as a world need to help one another. And then that's just a way to control everyone because, the aliens. It's usually if it's something that the government pushes that's broad, there's not a good explanation for it. It's usually not to your best benefit. Yeah. And so to me, it's either that or it's a complete distraction for something else that's going on in the media right now. And
that's been the other side of it. Not the Project Bluebeam stuff is so much, right. But people are like, whoa, it's happening to distract you from the Epstein stuff falling out. I'm like, bro, there ain't nothing distracting anybody from the Epstein stuff.
I disagree. I disagree.
Okay, how so?
I disagree because, again, so much of that has been released, quote unquote released.
They release what they want to release.
Exactly.
Yeah. There's more. And we all know there's more.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like, okay, let's throw Stephen Hawking under the bus. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I think it's also distracted people because think of the last time that aliens were just thrown into something. The 2 aliens that they found in South America that they brought up to Mexico, that looked like beef jerky.
Yes, the mummies.
Yes, the mummies.
Yeah, the alien mummies. Yeah.
Remember, it was distracting of something else. Or what about the 5 UFOs on a Friday night?
Yeah.
And even people that I knew that were in the military is like, yeah, it's not that big of a deal. It's like, then why are we talking about like how like this is like doomsday? It's like, well, it's not.
Yeah.
It's a weather balloon.
Yeah.
It's like every single time. It's like I wish it was a little bit more creative, but every single time it's distracting to some extent. Yeah, and I agree with you on the Epstein stuff. It's like they're throwing people under the bus that they want to throw under the bus right now.
Right, exactly. No, it's names that we all pretty much knew that were going to be on that list, and then a few other ones that were like, okay, you raise your eyebrows like I didn't expect that one to be there. But my point is, that's such a big story that I don't think outside of an actual alien coming on TV and saying, hey, we're here and we're here to abduct you, is not going to detract people, because as many people like me and you that would look at this with either a skeptical or a believing eye and hone in on it, there's more people out there that just shoo it away like, oh, who cares? This is all stupid and crazy. I think there's a higher percentage of people shoo it away as crazy talk and silly talk than take it seriously. And they're much more into the political nuts and bolts of how everyday life is operated and how the everyday things, not everyday thing, but how the Epstein stuff is affecting government and entertainment as it is right now, and their actual reality, not the perceived ultra reality.
All right, I may get in trouble for this, but here we go. So, but we as a society, we have politicized the Epstein stuff. It's like, that's like, all right, well, let's just politicize one more thing. We should all be in assurance that
which politician from which side was
exactly.
It turns into a political fight. Yes, 100%.
I mean,
you're
even
right.
if you said, hey, there's this particular ring going on, you have some people that call you just an absolute conspiracy theorist over it. And there's still people, even though there's documentation coming out of it, that are just deadlock set. You've got people on the left and the right of any situation where it's like, even when there's facts that have come out, at least for me, I feel like I'm mature enough to be like, once the facts change, I'm like, okay, I was wrong on this.
Yeah,
this
sure.
makes sense. There will still be people. You could release every single list on that document, and there will be people out there who go, it's not real.
Oh, sure. Oh, 100%. Or just ignore it.
They were all on Epstein's Island, scuba diving, having French fries, and just having a grand old time.
Yes.
People like us just don't understand because we're not successful people like all of them.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, and look, the Project Bluebeam stuff, I think is I think that's more legit than just a distraction from that.
Exactly. It's one of two. One of two,
or it could be one of three. What if it is? What if whatever world events are happening now, and we're getting closer and closer to some type of event, and the veil between this reality and whatever other realities there are is becoming thin, and stuff's crazy right now. Stuff's absolutely crazy right now. And there are things going on that there have been warnings about, throughout time, throughout history, and there's that chance also that it could be legit. It could be a legitimate experience, because I do believe that people do have legitimate experiences.
Yeah,
and I do believe that people aren't lying when they tell their stories. They believe something happened to them, whether or not it did or not. They believe it. And that's kind of where I look at it from that end, too. Something did happen. I don't think it was juveniles shooting fireworks in a mall.
No.
That's not what happened. It's one of the three things that we're discussing. It's Project Bluebeam, where they're trying to get that one world control. Ronald Reagan talked about that in an address to the UN in the 80s, where he said, what if there is an alien landing? What if there is an event? We all need to come together as one planet, as one human family, as one world, and fend that off. that was kind of setting the table maybe for the Project Bluebeam, where it is the fake alien invasion, to where it's like, okay, we really need to lock things down right now, and you really need us to help you and protect you. And here are the ways and here are the steps that we're going to do to help and protect you from this coming interstellar threat or interdimensional threat or whatever it may be. It would take a lot of actors working in sync to bring that all about.
Not just in sync, but several occurrences. And how many occurrences have happened just in the past 12 months?
Yeah.
3 for sure.
Oh,
three that made national news.
Yes, and that's another good point by you as well. Like, this stuff isn't anymore. It's not anymore like the old trope and joke of where it's like, you know, hey, my name's Henry, and I was out there in the cow pasture, and the UFO took me away, and like, it's not that anymore. It's like, oh yeah, it's just something.
There's government hearings.
Yeah, there's government hearings. There is making national news. It's making world news. It's gone from In Search of with Leonard Nimoy and Unsolved Mysteries, and this is weird and wacky and fun and all the X-Files, to no, it's just like people are reporting on this now. And why? What's the shift? Is the shift what you're saying is Project Bluebeam, or hey, there's actual whistleblowers out there that are saying, no, this stuff's been hidden for a long time. We've been trying to tell you now we have the platform and social media to now, instead of having Walter Cronkite or whoever news person you choose to sit and tell you this is what the news is, we have other avenues now to venture to find our own news.
I feel like, though, that's an illusion of choice. It's an illusion that there are other options. Yeah. Just like you say that they're whistleblowers, how many are just actors that are playing or willing
operatives
yes, exactly, just an operative or a chaos actor to be able to, or even worse, controlled opposition to just appear that it's like, oh, we've got options.
Either way, it's worrisome.
It's not worrisome if you've given up hope a long time ago.
That's a great point.
There's stage 1 through 20 of they're lying to us. I'm at stage, I think, like 19 and a half, where you just laugh.
It's like, oh, here he goes again. What
8 foot pale creatures in my. It's like, okay, whatever, dude.
The Nephilim are here. Yeah,
exactly.
The biblical days are returning. The second coming is. And that's something else I saw.
And that's what gives me hope. It's like, okay,
if that's the case, then I'm in good shape.
Exactly, I'm good. I'm golden.
I feel great about it. But no, that's the thing is like how far down that scale or how far up that scale are you, as to where, see, I'm in the middle. If you're at a 19, I'm more like at a 11 or 12.
You still believe that there is a hope for humanity?
I do. Yes, I believe that there's enough good in humanity that
I wish I was you. I wish I was you.
Yeah.
What kills me also are the people that did dig into this and they started down that rabbit hole and got spooked and just
backed right out.
Just backed right out and said, no, I can't do this.
I almost did that when this stuff started getting like really dark, and I was like reading about, I talked about this on Wednesday with Anna, like reading about like the dark entities and like the demon aspect of it, like the demon theory of it. I was like, whoa, hold on a second, like wait. I was just happy with, these
Bigfoot.
are aliens and Bigfoot and stuff, and then we start getting into Nephilim and dark energy and evil and all this stuff. I was like, maybe and then I was like, you know what? I was like, no, because I was made a curious person for a reason, and I have human curiosity, and it is actually a good thing to feed that curiosity and seek for answers. And that way I'm not just, a robot that walks around and is like, this is all there is, and this is life, and this is like, there's more out there. There's more to it than that.
Right.
And, there's just, I don't know. I have this like weird idea of like this search for truth that I know I'll never get to until I die. And then I find out what all this is. But I just have this drive in me, and I don't know what it is that I have to keep going with this stuff. And it's not consumed me. But
it's a fun hobby.
That's what I keep it at arm's length with.
Yeah.
I keep it at arm's length as it's a fun hobby and it's a way for me to learn about other things.
It's harder for you right now because you still believe that you've got a say or you can help control in some way, shape, or form. For me, it's like the damage is done. It's irreversible. There's nothing I can do to change any of this now. The actions, the agendas already put into place. Dude, all I could do is just sit on the porch, watch football. Because at this point, it's done.
Yeah.
It's done. To think that, a small rebellion will rise up. And
like Star Wars.
Exactly. Which it's like,
probably not going to happen.
Because you know what happened in Star Wars? The rebellion won. They turned to the New Republic, and 6 planets got blown
It started
up.
over again.
It started all over again.
It actually was worse. It actually got worse.
People were like, man, Empire, at least everything was clean.
Yeah, it was all clean. There was a lot of order, and they only had one Death Star. It wasn't that bad.
There was no pirates.
Yeah,
there was no space pirates.
Exactly.
When the Empire was around.
Han Solo was almost extinct. His kind was almost no smugglers, no pirates. He was on the run. They had the Chewbaccas of the world. They were under the thumb of the Empire. You had to worry about getting robbed on your way to Alderaan. You didn't worry about any of that.
There was clear order.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, Skywalker got a little too big for his britches.
Yeah, he
just
did.
decided, I'm just going to... I mean, we don't even talk about that. Skywalker killed like multi-million people.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yes.
After one planet. Come on. It was the smallest planet in the system.
Yeah.
It wasn't that much life that was lost that day.
But Obi-Wan Kenobi heard millions of voices scream out.
Millions.
Our
planet's got billions.
That was a great point. That's a great point.
What was Alderaan hiding?
What was the what files?
What did Alderaan do?
What did they have on Yoda? All right, let's great discussion. That was a great discussion. All right, let's go ahead and read a couple texts because they're coming in hot and heavy. Texter, our local Ville is rumored to be an alien jockey at the 150th Derby that will kick things off for us in Louisville. Okay. Texter, dressing room at the Gap Miami Mall. This is a bunch of aliens smoking cigarettes. That's awesome. Texter, okay, I'm not reading that one. Texter, the aliens are trying to sabotage the Dolphins' Super Bowl chances. They also tried to burn down Tyreek Hill's house. Man, he's going to be mad at his kids. One of his kids, or a kid, Dad, started that fire.
Dad, it was aliens. It was the 8-foot pale alien that was at the mall.
Yeah.
He gave me the lighter.
It was, it was Bleep Bloop. Texter, how does Big Rig reconcile aliens with his faith? Well, if you reconcile it this way, if they are evil entities, then I'm on the right side of things. I'm on the side of good. And I believe, if there's good in the world, there's evil, and vice versa. If there's evil in the world, that means there's good as well.
Also, it's not... You don't believe that it's like interstellar aliens. You go with the concept that it's interdimensional demons.
I'm leaning towards that. Yes, yeah. That's kind of that's kind of how my mind's changing with this as it goes. Yeah, absolutely. Texter, why do we always jump to conclusions that if there are aliens that they are here for nefarious reasons? That is something I never will understand. Well, the other side of it, I mean, there's people out there that talk about like the space, like Space Brothers and oh gosh, where are they from? The system is leaving my mind, but they're like altruistic, like good, trying to help us out as humanity. I
would have given up a long time ago.
Hey, look, if I didn't have a family, like I would be in a bunker.
Oh yeah.
If I didn't have a wife and kids, I wouldn't be I'd be in a bunker.
Well,
right now. I would. I'm telling you, if I was going down this right now, absolutely. Texter, why is nobody asking for body cam footage? You can't tell me 100 cop cars show up and there's zero body camera footage. 100%. Yes, absolutely.
You can ask all you want.
Yeah, you can ask all you want. They're not going to say anything. Okay, I'll leave that alone. Texter, did you bring up the flash that happened over the sky in Florida? Yeah, there was a flash that happened over the sky as well that happened in Florida, either prior to or while this was happening. And that
it's just all this is just teasing. It's like, no, there wasn't anything. It was kids with sticks.
And yeah, just kids with sticks and fireworks.
Just stare flirtatiously the whole time, just like, no, there was no beam in the sky. Just stare flirtatiously. I mean, it's
kids with sticks.
Yeah, At this point, it's just like F you. It's like,
right? Nah, we're not.
You're not going to question.
We're not going to give you the body cam footage. What about the police car footage? Yeah, you're not going to get that either. Well, why not? I have a Freedom of Information Act. You can take that and put it where the sun don't shine. I don't care. You're not going to see it. How about that?
You ever see that South Park episode where it's they go through the trailers and they go, Rob Schneider's turned into a
Rob
duck.
Schneider's a duck.
Coming out in theaters, it's a comedy. Screw you.
Yeah.
You'll go see it.
You'll see it. You'll pay money. Rob Schneider. Oh, I remember that. That was funny.
That's what the government does.
Yeah.
It's kids with sticks. Screw you. You're going to believe it.
All right. Let's take a break. Great segment there, Max Godby. Again, normally I don't do this, but everything was coming out hot and heavy. Texter, Deja Vu, Rustic Frog, Can We Have Nothing?